Alright, so picking up where we left off last time, you have recently made it to Iona National Park and arrived at the Ranger Shack with your party. And you've been living out your time there. And we advance by about 2 weeks. So we are now on day 15. And you guys have just been living out there at the Ranger Shack.
Oh,
That is the wrong button. Move you out there and you can see the Ranger Shack.
I can indeed see the Ranger Shack.
With camper.
Hey!
Yeah, slightly offset. But it's there.
It is what it is.
It is there.
Perfect.
But that is not where you are.
Okay.
You and Tommy are currently walking out in the woods to go and check your traps for any animals that you guys may have caught. So that way you can have a little bit more to eat, because food has been a bit scarce since you guys are kind of just living off of what you brought and off the land.
And that's running thin.
Yes.
Got it.
So you and Tommy are walking through the woods right now to go check on one of your traps. And Tommy
Am I
said,
equipped with anything
You have
different?
you have your standard equipment, so whatever you think you would normally bring, you can have that.
Let's say if me and him are going to check traps and stuff like that, we probably both have the hunting rifles. Probably have that from Julia if we're going to check traps.
What is it?
Probably the hunting rifle, I would imagine, no? If we're both going to check traps.
Sure, if that's what you think you would have taken, then yes, you have your hunting rifle.
We'll
Or
do
you have
that.
Julia's hunting rifle.
We have the hunting rifle and then knife. Just
Okay.
hunting.
Okay, so you both just have hunting rifle and a knife.
Hunting rifle and knife, yeah.
And it should be said that during the time skip, you have achieved level 2.
Hey!
Would you like to share what you have chosen as your level 2 feat?
The feat I chose is called Lucky, and it lets me re-roll any roll once per long or short rest if it is a 3 or lower. And the fact that I rolled 3 1s in a row makes me feel like this will come into great use. So...
As long as I allow you to get a rest in.
yeah. Yeah.
As well as you now have unlocked weapon specialities. So each weapon will have a sort of special attack that you can use once per encounter, so you can get a bit more creative with your uses. So instead of doing a standard attack, you can give me perhaps a more of a special attack kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I'll let you just kind of play around with that, and maybe you can come up with
Or
some
like an
cool...
enhanced attack.
Yeah, it's essentially an enhanced attack.
Cool.
Where you'll have to use your action plus your bonus action, and you can, do something far greater than you normally would be able to. Like
Okay.
perhaps a wider swing that can hit multiple enemies, or perhaps a good slam attack to knock someone to the ground so they may miss a turn. You can get creative with it. We'll all allow some liberty with that.
All right.
But you and Tommy are going to check one of these traps, and as you guys are walking to the next trap, you guys have already checked 3 today, and Tommy says, well, we've come up with nothing. 1 trap was empty, and the other 2, well, 1 was already feasted upon by the undead, and the other, another animal got to it. So you guys are turning out pretty bad today.
Okay. All right.
So what do you...
Well, how many more traps do we have?
You guys have... We'll say 2 more traps to check that were laid out
Gotta go
last
check
night.
the other traps. Well, let's reset. Are we at a trap right now?
You guys just left one, and you guys did reset them.
Oh, okay, cool. So the ones that we already went to. Okay, then yeah, we just gotta start heading to the next ones.
Okay, so you're not... You're just heading there in silence, or...
Well, I mean, there's not much really to talk about now. I mean, we gotta just... I don't know what any other update besides that we need food for the camp, so... I don't know necessarily.
You guys have just kind of been...
Fair enough.
You guys have just kind of
Okay.
been living out there. Just kind
I'll
of...
kind of see how he's handling it. ask him what his take is on the whole situation.
He says,
15 days doesn't really seem to be going away.
He says, well, the Ranger Shack, I mean, we're safe. There's not very many zombies make their way out here, and when they do, they're usually 1s or 2s. Plus, you guys don't have to really worry about competition with other people for supplies, though there's not too much out here to begin with.
Yeah, that's true. Eventually, we'll probably have to either go back into the city to see what we can find, or look at potentially going somewhere else, but I don't see us needing to do that for a while.
Right, and as you say that, you guys arrived to trap number 4, which looks like it did catch something, but whatever it was, something else has already taken it. Though, make a... Make a survival check.
Check.
Yeah, hold on, I need to pull up
Mine's going to be at +2, because that's one of my bonuses.
Yeah, I need to pull up a sheet real quick with all of the skills and stuff. You can go ahead and
I got a 13.
13. So yeah, you can tell it looks like a person has done this.
Okay. Alright, well, is there any, like, a trail or anything that we can see? I have, if you need my skills, it's survival and...
Sure, go ahead and make
insight.
a survival check to see if you can pick up a trail.
Oh, survival check. Trail, cool.
And you can... Actually, I was going to say you could do it at advantage because you have Tommy with you, who has proficiency in that. So instead of getting the proficiency, I'll give you advantage since you guys are doing it together. He does not, though. So just roll it with just yours. We'll say yours plus Tommy's modifier. You can add both your modifiers to it.
Tommy's modifier? Let's see. Tommy's wisdom is a 20, so
that'll be a 5.
That is a +5, which means I get +7.
So that'd be a 18?
That was the first roll to see that it was human. I haven't rolled the second one yet. 11. Jesus.
Yeah, you pick up a faint trail.
Okay, well, might as well follow. We got to see what's going on with it. And then, do we have any ways to, like, communicate? I imagine cell phones aren't working 15 days after. Do we have, like, walkie-talkies?
Yes, you guys have swapped out from using cell phones to using the radios that were present at the Ranger Shacks. These are the ones that the Rangers typically use, so it does have long distance for communication across the park.
Then, yeah, I would probably just radio back to, I imagine probably be Julia paying attention.
Okay.
Right?
Sure.
And just let her know kind of what the situation is. Like, hey, we picked up a trail. One of the traps caught something, but it looks like another person tried to run off with it. We're going to tail it right now. We'll keep you updated. Just so that way they know what's going on. But if you don't hear back from us, send somebody out.
Alright, she tells you to, be careful and not do anything too risky. She doesn't want anything happening to you or Tommy.
Mm-hmm. Copy that.
Alright, and you and Tommy make your way following this trail. And you guys arrive at a small campsite.
Got it.
And upon arrival, you notice that it looks like whoever was staying here didn't make it all too well.
Mm-hmm. Do we see what it might have captured? Is that, like, completely, like, do we see that?
And you guys are back here hiding behind these logs. What is it?
Do we see what might have gotten dragged off? Like, can we see what was in the trap? You said in the trap they took something.
It was just a rabbit. It's just like small game traps.
Yeah, do we see, like, that at all? We also need the food, so we're gonna need that if we can. If it hasn't been eaten by zombies. And
give me a perception.
Contaminated. 4. Got it. Nothing. We don't find shit.
What's your modifier?
+0.
Plus Tommy's?
Oh yeah, plus Tommy's. Fuck. Plus 5. That'd be a 9.
9. Yeah, you can see it on the ground next to this campfire. It looks like the people who were here already ate it.
Great. Okay. Well, I'm gonna say we might as well check out what all these people had if they left anything. We could use whatever we could get, and then we're just gonna kind of stealthily go and take out the zombies. I'll sneak up on this one, and then if Tommy wants to sneak up on a different one, doesn't matter which one you put us at. Just
yeah. So you guys make it up to this log. Go ahead and make a roll for stealth for you moving up.
am I adding Tommy's with mine as well?
No, because you said that he split from you. So give me a roll for you, and then give me a roll for him.
Roll for me is a 17.
Okay, yeah, you easily sneak up on the zombie.
And then a roll for Tommy is a 20.
Okay, yeah, you guys easily sneak up on them.
Ooh. And then we just take them out.
Okay, give me an attack. Add advantage for stealth.
Just stabbing it in the back of the head. For me, my strength, I get a +1. Boom. 7 plus a 1. So I got an 8.
You slice it, but you don't kill it. Go ahead and give me Tommy's roll.
Got it. Tommy's is at a -1. But it's at advantage, so he gets a 16.
Okay, yeah, he gets that kill.
Cool. Tommy then was just gonna
go ahead. Give me another stealth roll for Tommy.
Awesome. He gets +4. Got a 12.
Yeah, so he's able to duck behind this into this bush, because he has, he's extra proficient. So I'll a 12 pass. You need to roll for initiative. So you don't have to roll for Tommy because he's in stealth right now.
17.
17, okay. 20 -3. Okay, you are first. Well, actually, Tommy gets to act first because he is environment, not actually in play.
He's just sneaking up on this.
Okay, so we'll say that he sneaks up as well as he can. He gets behind these logs right here. Yeah, the zombie's focused on you, so it doesn't even notice him. You don't need to roll stealth on that.
Ooh.
Okay, you're first.
I am just stabbing in the head to finish it. 15.
Yeah, that's a kill.
Cool.
Okay, anything else?
I trust Tommy to be able to take that one out, so I'm just gonna go check out what we got just in the area that we can use. So if that's checking the tent or just checking, I checked this camp essentially.
Sure, you leave Tommy to deal with that, and you go investigate the tent. The zombie will move towards you. Does not reach you though. Okay, top of the turn, environment, go. So Tommy's move.
Yeah, he's just going to sneak up behind it and kill it.
Okay. The zombie's fixated on you. Just give me his attack. Add advantage for stealth.
He's, again, just going to stab it in the head just to take it out. Got a 10.
We got a 9, because -1.
Oh, yeah, 9, my bad.
Yeah, he slices, does not kill. Roll his initiative.
Got an initiative of +2. He's got a 14.
Okay, so that puts him at the end of the line. Okay, and that is his turn for this action. Or that's his action for this turn, so whenever it does reach his turn, he can still do whatever movement and stuff like that he has left, but he's already used his action, so keep that in mind.
It's me.
It is your move.
Cool. I'm just gonna throw the knife at the zombie in the fucking head. I'm sick of this shit.
Sure. Give me the ranged attack for that.
A 9.
A 9. It was already hurt by Tommy, so you did finish it off.
Cool.
And that's the encounter.
Obviously, we pick up my knife. Just saying.
Right, of course.
All right, but yeah, now we just search this place up, see what we get.
Okay, give me a
Investigation.
Sure, we'll go with investigation.
Wouldn't that be investigation though? Yeah.
I was between perception and survival.
I was just gonna say investigation because I'm looting.
Well, then that would probably be perception. Investigation's more if you're looking for something specific. So, like, you looking for that rabbit probably would have been investigation. But we'll say investigation, sure. Just because you are still kind of,
well,
you're investigating the area because you don't know who these guys are that have moved into your guys' sort of region. So we'll go with an investigation roll.
It's a fucking 1.
Okay, yeah, critical failure. Yeah, you're not able to really discern shit, and you don't really find anything of note.
For the whole camp or just the tent?
We'll say for the tent and around the campfire.
Okay. We'll go take a look at this then.
Okay, yeah, so the two of you head over to check out what's in this crate.
Mm-hmm.
So give me a survival check.
Cool. Am I doing it? Are we both looking at it? Correct?
Yes, you can add his modifier as well.
Okay.
Yeah, for group, so sometimes a lot of the time the way group is done is they just have everyone roll and then add it together, and it's just a much higher check. What I'm going to do is just make a single check with everyone's modifiers involved.
Okay. Cool.
So it'll just be a single roll with everyone. But
we got an 18.
18. Yes, you open it up and you do find some small sort of like rations, like granola bars, that kind of stuff that like hikers or campers might have as sort of like a little snack. And some like stuff like sports drinks and that sort of thing, like Gatorades.
We'll take all that.
Right? You take it all. You load it up in the pack.
In my equipment because I don't need to add that.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll just add it to your food supply when you get back.
And then I'm assuming this one all over here, is that just another tent? Or am I able to check, like, these are all tents, I'm assuming?
That's just random debris.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then it doesn't really look like there's anything else to search here. I mean, we didn't see any, like, dead human bodies, did we? It's all zombies?
Yes, it was all zombies. So what likely happened was there was maybe 2 people. Zombie attacked, well, it caught them off guard, and they both got infected. Mm-hmm. Or maybe 1 or 2 of the zombies walked off somewhere and may just be in the area. Give me a perception roll.
For both of us, I'm assuming.
Or
just me?
Your choice. If you add him, then it'll increase the DC slightly.
The difficulty? Is that DC?
Yes. It'll raise it slightly since you're just adding his modifier.
15.
So that is just you, or that's both?
Both.
Okay. Yeah. So immediately over, which by the way, the check for it was only a 2. If you added it, that just made it a 3.
Oh, okay.
So as you guys hear a noise out in the distance, and you recognize it. It sounds like a small plane, like a small personal plane. And then you guys look up and see it fly overhead. It looks like it's crashing pretty close to where you guys are.
Okay.
Hey, what do you do?
Gonna radio over and just say, hey, we might end up having company. It looks like a plane's crashing. We're gonna go check it out.
All
If
right,
you don't hear
Justine.
back from us, send some people. I'll send like the general location, or Tommy will, because obviously he knows the land better than I do. But we relay that.
Right, he relays the coordinates where you guys currently are, and Julia is now on the radio, and she cross-references it with the map they have at the shack, because she also knows the land, and she very quickly pinpoints where you guys are at, and says to be careful, she'll radio check you guys in about 15 to 20 minutes.
Got it.
And if you guys don't respond, then they'll send someone out to this area, and then she asks what direction it's going. The plane is crashing north of you guys.
Okay, so yeah.
So
we'll
you
let
tell her
know
that, and you guys start heading. You make your way towards the plane.
then. Cool.
All right, so sneaking up, you guys get over here, and you're in the top right, and
Yep.
this is what you stumble upon. This zombie who is on the plane, it is the pilot. So they're
it's, like,
they're
stuck in the
inside
seat
the
still?
plane. Yes, they are in the seat of the plane.
Okay. I'm gonna let Tommy know we gotta move fast, but we still gotta be stealthy about this because the sprinter. We're gonna move up and we're gonna just take this one out.
Okay, both of you together?
Yeah.
In stealth, I assume?
In stealth, and then yeah, we'll try to knife it.
Okay, give me your stealth roll first. And then give me his stealth, since stealth is done independently, even if you're moving together.
Mine's 21.
Okay, yeah, you're easily able to sneak up on this guy.
Mine, cool. And then Tommy's is a +4. His is a 10.
We'll say that passes just because there's a lot of noise from the plane. That passes. The
Cool.
zombie's not really paying much attention. Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me the attack.
We're just gonna stab it in the head.
Okay, and I assume you guys are doing a sort of combo attack.
Yes.
So you're teaming up on it, so I'll give you advantage for that. And you can add, so take your modifier since you're the primary in the attack. Use your modifier, but add the +1 because he's threatened, because Tommy's helping, and then add advantage because Tommy's actually combo attacking with you.
So it's just gonna be a +2 then. So the +1 for strength.
Okay, yeah, so then +2 add advantage.
A
14. Yeah, you guys managed to take it out.
Cool. We know that this one is in there, so he's not an immediate threat to us. What we're gonna do is this sprinter is facing towards us, but just doesn't notice us.
Yeah, it's just kind of generally in the area.
Because what we're gonna try to do is sneak up behind it.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to go ahead and ping me a position of where you would ideally like to move to.
We can get to behind here.
Okay, you're not in combat, so I'll say to you guys that you're able to sneak up there. If you would give me a stealth roll for that, though.
For both, I'm assuming.
Just give me a stealth
Separate.
roll. Whoever has the lowest stealth, use theirs, and we'll say that that's just what we'll go with, so you don't have to roll it twice. So just do stealth at whoever's the lowest.
It's that.
You got a 7?
Yeah.
That's going to fail, and the sprinter is now alerted. Roll initiative.
My initiative is a 15.
Okay.
Tommy's is a 18.
Okay, the zombie in the plane is a 7. And the sprinter is a 3, so Tommy is first.
Okay. So, what Tommy is gonna do is throwing knife to the head.
Okay, yeah, give me a range roll for that.
14.
That hits the sprinter but does not kill it.
Okay.
Okay,
What I'm
you
going
roll.
to do is the same thing. 23.
Yeah, you're able to kill it.
Then we'll just move over here and grab our knives.
Okay. Give me a, and we'll say that since you guys are acting in unison, you have the same turn, so you guys can both still do that during your action. Go ahead and give me a perception roll, by the way.
Okie dokie. Perception, just me.
Combined.
Okie dokie. $22.
Yeah, and so you guys, despite the fact that the wreckage of this plane is pretty loud, because of all the parts sort of falling and the damage to it with the smoke that's coming off of those small flames. Despite that, you're able to see that there are a couple zombies heading in from the south. And it looks like there's about 4 of them.
Okay.
Okay.
Are they far? Are they close?
They are pretty close.
Okay.
Okay. Is there anything else that you guys want to do during your turns?
Yeah, we want to loot this fucking bitch. I know we gotta take care of the zombie, but that's the main goal. We can't attack yet. Doesn't he have to do something, or is his move just getting out of the plane?
Okay, so that is your guys' turns. You can't make it to the plane after going to pick up your knives.
Yeah.
The zombie is strapped into the plane. He can't get out. So he just
Okay.
so he passes. So it is the environment's turn. Okay, and 4 zombies appear. Zombies always if they join mid-match, the zombies will always be at the end of the turn order for the basic zombies.
Okay. Well,
So-
I mean, they're not alerted to us. Let's just get in the plane and loot. I mean, I imagine we can kind of get in the cabin area, no?
Okay, so Tommy comes around here, and so he's going to just slip past the pilot.
I mean, are we able to get past it without, like, is there a door?
It
Normally
can-
there's like a
it's
door
tr-
right here to go, but or do we have to
There-
go past the pilot to
There
get
is only the driver, like the pilot's door,
Mhm.
and a passenger door. That's it.
Okay, then yeah, we will just attempt to get past it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me a. Let me think. Not stealth because it knows you're there. Give me a sleight of hand for whoever's going in first.
Cool. That will be me.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and throw you up front.
16.
Yeah, you're able to sort of slip past the zombie into the back, and what you see right after you get past the seat surprises you, as you see a pair of legs sticking out of a crate. There is
Okay.
another crate there, but you see a crate that's pretty bashed up and legs are sticking out of it. The other
What's
crate
the
doesn't have enough
condition
damage for you to
of
see
the
anything in it.
legs. Is it all bloody? What is it?
Yeah, they seem like they're kind of cut up. There's a bit of blood.
Okay, but it's not like decomposed like the zombies look, right? I know you're gonna have me roll for perception. It was a 5. I can't.
I was
tell.
gonna have you roll for medicine, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. If we go medicine, let me have my modifier then. I get a +3, which is an 8.
And okay, yeah, it is kind of zombie-esque. Not quite the same, but very similar.
Are the legs facing to where it looks like he would be facing upward?
Yes.
Like, am I looking at his knees or am I looking at like his calf?
You can basically see
Knees?
just below the knee. And it looks like
Okay,
he's
so
kind of...
facing
one is facing upward, the other one is facing to the side away from you. So it's kind of like contorted a bit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna loot all the other shit before I give a fuck about that.
Okay, so you go to loot the other crate. Go ahead and give me a strength, or give me... Yeah, just give me a strength roll. To see if you can pop open the other crate.
9.
9, yeah, you pop it open. And inside you see what looks like is some very basic supplies. There's a small medical kit, like a first aid kit. There's a small little thing of improvised rations, like MRE style food.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a small sort of container that is full of water, of clean water.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you take it all.
Yeah, we take it all, and then I'm gonna have. I'm just gonna have Tommy kind of keep a lookout on these zombies, because I imagine these zombies don't see him.
They don't see him specifically because he's sort of hiding right behind this part of the plane.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't see him, but they are heading towards the crash because of all the noise that it made. So is there anything else that you want to do during your combined turn? So either of you.
I'm just gonna have Tommy go to just like that one in the head.
The pilot?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, give me a roll at advantage.
Oh, well, at advantage. Okay, well, one was a 12.
Yeah, because it is constrained to the seat.
A 12 and a 2, so you got a 12.
Yeah, I'll take it. That kills.
Cool.
Just because it did take damage from the actual crash itself.
Awesome. And then since we're combined in here, I imagine they don't have turn yet. They're just moving towards us.
They are moving towards you. They are in the initiative. And they're just heading towards the plane.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna investigate that other crate now. I'm just gonna let them know, hey, I don't know if that's a zombie or a person. Just get ready to take it out. We're gonna pop it and see what's in there.
Yeah, sure. Give me a... How are you...
Let's do athletics, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Tommy.
Well, no.
pop it open.
How are you opening it?
Well, I'm gonna have.
Are you guys just like popping it open? Like use your knife to like pry the top open? Like
How
are
is
you
the
opening
zombie in it? How are the legs sticking out of it?
it just
open from the top.
No, it like bust holes in the side.
Then yeah, I'll just have Tommy pop the top open, and then I'll just be ready to stab it in the face with the zombie.
Okay, then have Tommy give me a strength roll.
12.
Yeah, he pops the he pops it open, and you see a zombie pop out.
Okay, well.
The zombie does not
+1
immediately
stab
do anything to you though.
Doesn't do anything to me?
Yeah, no, it just kind of is staring at you. Give me a... it looks to you. Give me an animal handling check.
Animal handling check. Got it. 14.
14. Yeah, so you are, you're able to sort of... You put your hands up instinctively like you're about to fight, but then you open up one of your palms to sort of signal, after you see it's not attacking, you sort of signal to it like you don't fuck with me, I won't fuck with you kind of a stance.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're like in a very defensive stance, but you're not, like it's purely defensive, right? And the zombie just seems to not react in any kind of hostile way. It seems perfectly fine.
Awesome. What's in the crate then?
You do see around it was just random stuff like blankets and stuff.
Okay. Oh, well, we might as well take that. I mean, is it all covered in blood and stuff like that to where we couldn't use it, or is it usable?
It's pretty dirty.
So, okay, that wouldn't be safe to use then, because we don't know. We don't want to get infected. There's nothing else in the plane?
Yeah, there is nothing else. And because you guys have been taking so long sort of going through all this, these zombies have advanced up a bit.
I had figured.
Okay, now what are you guys going to do?
Well, we'll leave him be if he's not doing anything to us. I don't want to mess with him. We'll just make our way out of the plane, kind of right over here where we were at before.
Okay, so you're sneaking back outside of the plane?
Yeah.
Okay,
And then while we're heading out, I'm just gonna radio back to Julia, kind of what's been going on. We found the zombie that's not hostile towards us at all. seems like it understands what, like, it seems like it understands that we're not here to harm it. Like, it kind of just it's not doing anything. It's not even bothered. It's not intrigued by us at all, like the other zombies.
Julia says 1 second she's gonna go get the doc.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just kind of waiting for a response.
That and just keeping an eye on these.
Okay, and then you get Justine on the radio, and you start relaying the information to her. And she says that shouldn't, from what you guys have been able to sort of figure about them, that shouldn't be a thing. So there's something very unusual going on with that zombie. And then she's kind of like, "Are you sure it was a zombie? It wasn't just a person who had a sort of decayed look, maybe?"
100%. The way that this thing's leg was bent and wasn't making a noise, yeah.
Give me a stealth roll for Tommy because he's out front.
20.
Yeah, you guys stay
4.
hidden.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys are just still sort of just hiding there. Perhaps waiting on the zombies to sort of see nothing's here and then move on, so you guys can safely leave without getting another fight. And then as soon as this zombie sort of like leans through the doorway, the zombie in the plane immediately springs into action and attacks.
Okay. Let's go.
Getting an 8, he damages him but doesn't actually kill him.
Alright, well, I'm gonna say, fuck it, let's help him. Might as well. He doesn't seem like zombies either. I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna hit that thing with the fucking butt of my gun, try to bash its head in.
So you guys spent your turn in stealth, so all the zombies will get their actions, then you guys will get your move.
Okay.
2, this zombie completely misses him. The other zombies are just kind of shuffling around as they are not able to get in because, well, the door is obstructing it. So, it is yours and Tommy's move, since you guys are still first in the initiative. We're running same initiative.
Going to knife that one in the head.
Okay, yeah, sure. Give me the roll.
A 12.
A 12, yeah. He damaged it a bit, and that gave you the perfect opportunity to finish it off.
Cool. I am gonna have Tommy, because he's still outside, he'll sneak behind one of these and just stab it in the head.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and give me a attack roll at advantage.
Ooh. He got a natty 20.
Okay, so he gets a critical and finishes this guy off, and then after stabbing him and like right into the side of the head, he actually flicks his knife and it hits this guy and kills him as well.
Perfect.
Okay, next this zombie will leave the plane and gets a 10 and does some pretty good damage to this zombie right here, but isn't able to finish it off, but just kind of mauls him to the ground, and he's currently mauling him.
Okay. Is he obstructing my way from... Yeah, well, he would be.
Yes.
I'm just going to go and finish that one off for him. Just knife it in the head.
Okay, yeah, we'll say that you sort of slide across the top of the plane, so that way you don't have to go around Tommy. So you climb up and just kind of jump over. Okay. So, give me your attack.
17?
17, do you want to tell me how you do it? And keep in mind that this one zombie is, like, they're sort of like in like a struggle, so if you want to give me a description on how you end this off.
He's struggling with, honestly,
it's almost like the two are wrestling.
If they're wrestling, then what I'm gonna do is get the one, obviously, that we're going against.
Full Nelson.
The second that he rolled over, that's actually what I was gonna do. I'm gonna get him in a full Nelson, and then I'm gonna fucking slam him and just stab him in the head.
Yeah, so as the zombie's sort of on him, you grab him in the full Nelson. And as you're holding him, before you actually flip him over you, that zombie continues to maul him, and it actually ends up, he's just like ripping and tearing at the zombie that you're grabbing at his chest, and actually ends up making him rip across like around the waist, around like the belly button area. That area just sort of tears, and you flip the upper body, which is still alive. You flip it over, you slam it into the ground, and finish it off with your knife, completely decapitating it.
Hey!
And that zombie is definitely dead.
Alright. I'm gonna look back at this zombie, because just make sure that he's not gonna attack me either, since he's in a frenzy, it seems like.
Yeah, and then you see that as soon as those zombies are dead, that it kind of goes back to its sort of mile long stare, and then just kind of starts stumbling off into the woods.
Well, alright.
And then Tommy looks at you and says, well, so that just happened.
What the fuck was that? Yeah, I'll just radio it back to Justine, because I imagine she's still probably close to the radio wanting to know about it. Like, yeah, that thing is definitely a zombie, definitely not hostile towards humans, being on how we just did a combo attack to take out 4 zombies.
And then she says that she's, and you can hear that she's sort of scribbling down some notes as she's sort of just like asking you more details about the encounter and basically having you relay everything that happened.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make you relay everything, but
I know.
yeah. So is there anything else you want to do before heading back?
Just loot, I guess, anything around the area, because it looks like some of these are tents or anything like that it maybe ran into. It looks like it crashed into like a campsite. Or is this
so
just all debris from the the airplane?
It's supposed to just be debris from the airplane, but yeah, you can still check the area.
I'll just look around to see if maybe there's anything that's usable that fell out.
So give me a survival roll. Survival will be our basic scavenging.
Cool. I got an 18.
18? Yes, you guys check around, and you end up finding a small little box, and as you open it up, you see that it does have it's a small ammunitions crate, and it's just a small metal tin that is just full of ammunition it has several different like little cardboard boxes that just have pistol rounds. We're just going to say generic pistol rounds, so that way you're not having to be like, well, I've got this 45 and this 9mm and this 22.
It's just rounds of it. It's not like clips or anything.
It's just generalized handgun round.
Got it.
And so, yeah, you just find this big-ass military-grade tin full of pistol rounds that most likely fell out of the plane from part of the destroyed part of it at the bottom, because the bottom of it is pretty destroyed. So it's likely this was in the plane, it just came out. But you found it lodged inside of this stump.
Perfect.
And that's really all you find here.
Okay, then yeah, I mean, we'll just take our win.
Yes. So you guys head back, and all along the way you do check your last trap, of which you do actually find a good meal.
Hey.
Thankfully.
I was gonna say we head back and we check the last trap too whenever we got to the next screen. But perfect.
Yeah, so you guys arrive back at the Ranger Shack.
Perfect. Yeah, I just kind of relay everything to the team about what the hell just happened, and that we might have more zombies over here because of a plane crash, but as of right now, we took out the initial wave. If we don't know if there's going to be any more. And just kind of let everybody know about the friendly zombie that we fucking encountered.
So yeah, you kind of get back, you relay everything that happened. Yeah, you just generally sort of get a sort of update on everything that's happening at the Ranger Shack.
And obviously, like, divvy out food supplies, all that stuff. Like, just get all that stuff situated.
Yeah, and so your food situation has slightly increased. And you've gained a good bit more. Medical supply. And your ammo has comes a good bit better now as well.
Perfect.
So yeah, you guys are back at the shack. Is there anything specific you want to do while you're here?
Other than that, let's just... There's not really anything else to do, I suppose. Maybe just load any guns that need the ammo from the pistols. Get all that stuff ready, just making sure we're prepared for anything to happen.
So yeah, you go ahead and like load everything up. Yeah, so everything's loaded up, good to go.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys enjoy a small rationed meal, nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys needed it, you would have taken a short rest, but you guys don't actually need it.
Yeah, surprisingly, we took literally 0 damage.
Yeah, so you guys made it out without even a scratch. And yeah, so you guys just sort of begin resting for a while. And to give you a sort of update on like who's where and all that, you and Tommy are obviously in the main building because you've just arrived. Iggy is out in the camper. Greg is in the camper. Alexa is in the camper. Justine and Julia are both in the shack. And Joe is outside in the...
This little hut.
He is in the hut in the top left.
Okay, but everybody else is in the Ranger Shack with the exception of Alexa, Greg, and...
Alexa, Iggy, and Greg are in the camper. Julia and Justine are both inside the shack. And Joe is up here in this small hut.
But they all got the rations, right?
Yes, everyone is sort of enjoying a small snack right now.
Okay.
So if you want to go check on anyone, or if you want to just rest right now, you may. And resting will sort of be whenever you end this sort of section.
I'm just gonna go check on the boy Joe, see what's going on over there with Hobo Joe.
Right, and I probably could have put tokens for everyone so you would remember, but I'm not going to do that because I'm lazy. Yeah, so you you head out to the hut where Joe is, and you see that he is currently sitting in there smoking a cigar.
How's it going, Joe? Hanging in there?
And he says, "Oh yeah, I'm living the life. It's about as good as it could be right now. Why? What do you want?"
You go. Don't want anything. Just make sure that you're doing all right, brother. Let me know if you need anything.
He said,
Let me know
"Yeah."
if there's anything that you want to do, or anything that you need, and we can see what we can do.
He just says, "Well, you know where I'm at if you need me."
Got it. And I'll just go check on Iggy and all them in the camper.
All right, you go into the camper and you see that they're all enjoying a game of Uno that was just the cards. There was a deck that was already inside of the shack, and they brought it out to the camper so that way they could play around. And so they're just sort of taking the time to sort of enjoy themselves a bit and kind of ignore everything that's happening outside of the camp area.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna go and say Iggy needs red. Then I'll walk out. No. I'll just make sure that you guys doing all right in here too.
I was gonna ask you if he actually did need red, and then I was gonna have you roll either persuasion or deception on it. But if you're just joking, then
I'm just kidding.
Yeah. So everyone says that they're fine right now. Everything's pretty good.
So is there anything that you think we need to stock up on here soon? I mean, obviously we still are needing a little bit more food, but is there anything specifically that you guys are looking for, or that you think that we're in dire need of?
And yeah, so Iggy's like, I could do with flat screen TV, a hot tub, and a supermodel. If you got one of those laying around.
Yeah, well, no, I don't. So, good luck with that, Iggy. Anybody else need anything serious, realistic?
Yeah, everyone's just kind of like nothing. There's nothing specific that's needed right now, to them at least.
True. All right. Well, then I guess I'll just rest for the encounter and we'll call it.
Okay, so you head back, and we'll say that you stay in the camper since it is your camper after all. So you head out to the front area of the camper where your bed is, and you lay down and you start resting.
Perfect.
All right, and so as everyone goes and does what they're doing, you and Iggy napping in the camper, Alexa relaxing in the Jeep, Greg's reading in the Ranger Shack right now, Justine is going over radio channels to see if anyone's on any of the channels. Joe's doing what he does best, which is no one knows what the fuck Joe's doing.
Joe's doing Joe, baby. That's all you need to know.
That just sounds wrong. But the our two rangers are currently looking over the map to see if there's any sort of good sort of points that you guys should be checking on, or perhaps better areas to be trapping at or whatnot. And some more time passes, and some people shift around, and you have Greg coming in here to wake you guys up. Okay, and Greg says, "Hey, there's a guy outside. We don't know what the fuck he's doing. Tommy's out talking with him, but you know Tommy. Maybe it'd be a good idea for you to get out there."
Yeah, Iggy, let's head on over.
Right, so Greg kind of stays out by the camper. You and Iggy sort of pull up. Okay, and immediately as you get out there, you see that Tommy's sort of trying to question the man, but not really saying a whole lot. They're just kind of like, he's kind of like, why are you here, sort of a thing, and the man's like, I'm just, trying to find somewhere safe. I was just out here looking for a place to set up camp. Saw a shack, thought it might have been abandoned. And he sort of has his hands up. He's not holding a weapon or anything. And then you walk up.
What's your name, friend?
And the man says his name's Braxton.
Braxton.
Yeah, he said he just got out of the city. And he's, just trying to find somewhere safe since things are still crazy over there.
Still crazy even 15 days after, huh?
He said, yeah, seems that way.
It's just you, Braxton? You don't have anybody rolling with you?
He said, well, now it's just me.
What happened?
He said, well, I'm sure you can piece it together. We were a group of 4, and then someone didn't share all the information, and that ended up whittling us down to 2, and yeah, that last person didn't end up making the trip out of the city.
How long you been rolling as a group of 1 now, Braxton?
He said just since yesterday.
How long you been in the forest?
Just this morning, which right now it's like late afternoon. It's like almost sunset.
All right, I don't suppose you got anything on you, right?
He said, just my packet's got just a little bit of food and water that I managed to keep with me.
All right, do me a favor, Braxton. Stay right here. We'll be right back. Don't move. We're not here to harm you or anything, but I don't exactly know what to do with you.
Okay, so you and Tommy sort of step over here, and Iggy, while Alexa's still over there, sort of keeping watch on him.
So I'm just gonna kind of radio everyone, but hey, we need to have a talk about what we want to do with this guy. Already got a lot of mouths to feed.
Do we think we can handle one more? That's just on the radio.
Yeah, everyone's sort of just kind of hesitant. They're like, well, I mean, an extra body could help get more done, but food's already kind of scarce.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, here's what I'm posing. Obviously, I know as this group grows larger, it's going to be harder to keep everybody alive, keep their bellies full. How do we feel about potentially adding another 2 to 3 members, including him, so maybe 1 to 2 now, and potentially setting up an outpost at another area and keeping contact so that we can kind of cover more ground? And one, we'll still be under the same umbrella of all of us together, but we'll be in separate areas. One, so that way we can have better recon of what's going on in the whole area in terms of zombies and can relay information to try to better secure the park. 2, you have to worry about feeding less people. And 3, if shit goes down, whether it be zombie or person, we got a lot of backup to go and help each other out. Obviously, I know that means that's splitting up this wonderful group that we've created. But that's not saying that it's going to be forever. Obviously, we'll still reconvene every once in a while, just make sure everybody's doing anything, promote trade. But this will just help us to where, 1, we eliminate the too many mouths to feed problem. And 2, it also makes it to where we can still help out other people. Because in a situation like this, I hate having to turn people away because we pretty much know we're kicking them over the curb to die. Again, just a thought. Not saying that we have to do it. If we don't like it, we don't like it. We could stick with the group 8 and tell this guy to be on his way.
Alright, so Iggy brings up that if you guys were to split the group, that doesn't change the amount of food you guys are going to need, it just splits where everyone's at.
What I'm stating is that we split it into 2 groups. We're each in charge of getting our own supplies, but if we're ever in a situation where we need something, we can trade. Obviously, we'll still be able to help each other out as needed, but let's say that, I don't know, let's say that Julia takes one group. She makes sure everybody rolls together. Let's say they set up an outpost at the other side of the park. They'll take care of that side of the park, getting food and everything else that they'll need. They'll take some supplies with them, obviously, because I'm not saying that all the stuff that we have here is ours, but we'll split everything up evenly, and we'll operate as 2 separate groups. Obviously, we'll work together whenever we need to, but that'll help better bolster security on the forest. So that way we don't get a lot of surprise visitors showing up all the time. And makes it to where there's less people that you have to feed at the moment. Well, not at the moment, but less people that you got to feed in your group, which means there's less that you got to gather. Does that kind of make sense? Or I'm saying this as I'm trying to scarf down my dinner too, so.
Yeah. So the way you're describing it makes it sound like there's just a less need. You still have the same need, the only difference is you're just more spread out.
So
you still have to feed the same amount of people, the same amount of food. It's just that now you have like 4 people in one area and 4 in a different area.
I'm saying they operate as their own entity. So that way they don't have to worry about feeding.
No, okay, I get what you're saying. You're saying that, yes, okay, we're splitting into Group A and Group B. Group A only has to worry about feeding Group A, but let's say that Group A needs to eat arbitrary, let's just say, 4 food a day to make it by. And Group B also needs 4 food a day. If you guys were together, you need 8 food. You still have a demand of 8 food, it's just that now each group has to handle their own food. You still have the same needs, it's just that you're more split now. That's the point that I'm making, is that your food demand is not changed at all. It's not that there's less food needed now.
That's true. But I guess what I'll say is, I mean,
now it could still be a
either
good
way,
idea
it'll
for
help
like
with setting up
security type
outposts.
reasons.
Yeah.
But it's not going to really solve any kind of food issue.
I guess that's true.
Because the bigger issue is that there's just not a lot of food in the area of the park in general. It's a very safe area, there's just not a ton of supply here.
That's true. Well, I guess I'll hold off on that then, because I need a lot more people for it to actually go into effect right away too. Anyway, I'm gonna say this. Well, how about this? Why don't we? I'm in favor of letting him aboard, but obviously he's got to pull his weight. Food is scarce. Why don't we take a small group and kind of explore outside of the forest to see what it is we can scrounge up? Everybody else stays here, make sure everything's good, keep watch, and if anything happens, obviously we'll radio via communication. If he's able to survive and prove that he's able to pull his weight, we let him in.
Alright, and as you're saying that, Greg walks over from where he was over by the camper, and he sort of, not on the radio, but just to you, says, hey, well, if he just came out of the city, you know, his group likely had an area, and I doubt whatever's in his backpack was for 4 people. And he might know where there might be some stuff for us to sort of scavenge that he may have seen on the way. So maybe we could retrace his steps and see what there possibly could be.
I think that's a great idea. I think it's worth a shot, and it'll be a good way to know kind of where his loyalty lies if he's able to hold his own with the group and kind of keep up. But I don't see it being a problem having him here. What does everybody else think?
Everyone seems to be okay with him joining just as long as he sort of, you
Pulls
know,
his weight?
yeah.
All right. Well, I'll let him know then. We'll talk to him and say, hey, we'll let you stay with us, Braxton, but you got to be able to pull your own weight. First thing we need to do, we'll give you the benefit of some rest because I know you've probably been traveling a long ways. We'll give you that, and we'll give you a meal. First thing we're going to do in the morning, we're going to head back to the city because I imagine since you just came from there, there were some areas that looked like there's potentially some resources to get from there, correct?
Braxton says, yeah, he saw a couple areas that might be worth a visit.
Perfect. Because despite how this group looks, we definitely need more food, resources, and everything that we can get our hands on. So first thing in the morning, we're going to head out. We're going to create a small team, and you're going to kind of lead the pack in terms of where we're going to retrace your footsteps, and we're going to see what we can get. And if you prove yourself useful, you can officially consider yourself part of the group.
All right, and everyone seems to be in agreement, and Tommy sort of ushers him towards the ranger shack, and he said that they're basically going to take a look at the map, and Braxton can mark the areas that he thinks might be of interest.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so you are just kind of
Perfect.
left here. So what do you do now?
Like I said, we're going to give him a meal to eat, get him some rest. He's probably been traveling, and we're going to go back at it first light. Unless nothing else happens, we're just going to eat and then go to bed.
All right, and I would like you to pull up your character log, if you would.
Mm-hmm.
And under feats and extras, add a new one.
All right.
You have gained the leader feat / extra. You've gained the leader extra. Extra will be the ones that you earn and sort of develop along the way. Feats will be the ones you choose on level.
Okay.
So leader gives you a +1 to charisma.
Perfect.
So it seems as though your group has sort of looked to you as a sort of figurehead, and you've sort of developed in response to that.
Sweet. Let's go. Yeah. Basically, we eat the meal. We get ready for what we got going on tomorrow.
So yeah, you guys are you guys eat up what you
At the meal, I'll create the team.
Yeah, so you guys eat your meal, and you're actually feeling so well rested that you reach -1 exhaustion. You now receive a +1 to all non-combat rolls. So all rolls except attack rolls will receive a +1 until your exhaustion flatlines out to base.
Oh,
Bet.
So if you want to make a note of that somewhere.
Yeah, right, I do. +1.
Now that being said, it likely won't last long due to the fact that your supply is sort of thin at the moment. So your meal wasn't quite as big as you would have liked it to have been, but you do receive this status for a good while.
Perfect.
Actually, it will apply to combat rolls as well.
So basically all rolls.
So all rolls receive a +1.
Perfect.
Yeah, a lot of things are still being experimented with, by the way. So we're going to say that's just a flat +1 to everything. All right, so it is sunrise. Everyone wakes up and gathers in the shack, except for Joe, who decided to stay in his hut.
He was there for the dinner, though, yeah?
Yeah, he enjoyed the dinner with you guys.
Yeah. Because what I was going to do before we went to bed is I was going to come up with the team.
Yeah, sure.
After dinner.
Sure, we'll say that dinner. We'll say that dinner has just wrapped up and everyone's heading to bed. And so you were sort of.
Bed, let's figure out this team.
Yeah,
first.
so you're sort of devising your team right now while you're sort of laying in bed, getting ready.
Okay. So, Iggy is staying fucking here.
Okay, Iggy is staying.
Julia is, or not Julia. Justine is staying.
Okay.
Alexa and Joe are staying.
Okay. Yeah, Alexa's
group-
mostly been doing like the security from the Jeep on the main road that enters into the park. So
Yeah.
So she is like, yeah, she says that she'll just continue to do that.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll have the group that's gonna go. Myself,
Naturally.
Braxton.
I imagine that you wanted to stay here so you could miss the adventure.
Yeah, myself, Braxton, Greg, and Tommy. Julia will also stay here.
Okay.
I'm going to give Julia back her rifle,
Okay.
and I'm going to take a handgun and the M4, obviously.
Okay, yeah, sure. I assume you give her back her knife to take one of your melees?
Yeah. What does Braxton have on him?
In terms
He's
of
not a part of the
weapons?
group yet, so I know I don't have his stats, but does he have anything on him to defend him? Do I need to give him a gun? What do I gotta give him?
So all he has is just a like a small like pry bar.
Okay.
And since you've
Alright.
allowed him to join, here is his stats. Whenever you're ready.
I haven't allowed him to join yet.
Last night, you literally were like, yeah, he can join as long as he.
I said if he's able to pull his weight as we go through here, he can join.
Well, so that way you have his stuff.
Okay. But he ain't
Or
in it
actually,
yet.
he does not have a pry bar. He has a baseball bat. My bad.
Okay.
Because I did have a note of that. So
I'll add him on here.
So you don't have to add him to your group in terms of like the camp, but you can add him to your traveling party.
Okay. What's his first and last?
Braxton Hayes.
Please. Cool.
Okay.
And then his.
He is a 16 strength.
Yep.
10 dexterity.
Yep.
14 constitution.
Yep.
8 intelligence.
Yep.
9 wisdom.
Yep.
7 charisma.
Yep.
With proficiency in perception. Okay, so you guys begin to head out of the ranger shack.
Sure do.
And what are you guys Are you taking like the sedan, the Jeep, foot? What's
I
the...
imagine that the sedan's actually gonna have more space to fucking carry shit than the Jeep.
Okay, so you guys hop in the sedan and move on out. Right, you guys head down to the road and start following it towards the city. And you guys have reached the outskirts of Printon.
Oh.
Wait, and the first thing that Braxton points out is a small bakery that he says that he noticed there was a good amount of activity around as he was passing by last night.
Okay.
And so you
And that
got
would be people activity or zombie activity?
people activity.
Okay, well, let's just scope it out real quick, see if we notice anything.
And yeah, you guys begin to look around. Go ahead and give me a perception, a group perception.
Group perception. Got it. Let me look. I got the boy Tommy with me, which always helps your perception. +5.
We'll have everyone roll individually. So type in like
Okay.
4 d20s. So that way it'll roll 4 of them, and then you can put everyone's modifiers.
Got it. Okie dokie.
And keep in mind, Braxton does have proficiency.
Got it.
So if you want to add in the modifiers.
I will right now. I'm about to just figure out how I want to organize. Actually, we'll just do me down. Me, we'll say I got 7. I don't have an extra on that, so 7. Next will be Greg, who gets a -1.
Yeah, I mean, whenever you're typing it in, you can just put like /r 4d20 and then +1 for yours, +2 for, and then just kind of like go down the line so it adds it all up at the end.
Oh.
Just for future reference.
Bet. And then his is a 13. So I got a 7, Greg got a 12, Tommy got a 24, and then Braxton got a 13.
It's groups, so it's all combined. You don't have to separate them.
Oh, then 50.
Okay, I was hoping that it would just do the math for me.
Fair.
Also, instead of 24, I put 42. So if it would have done the math, you would have gotten a really good score.
Yeah, I know. Hold on, I'll do it right now. So we got 20.
Yeah, if it's group, it's all together. You don't have to separate.
56.
56? Okay, yeah. So you guys do notice that you do see a couple guys inside. It seems like there's about 5 to 6. They're not currently armed, but you can see weapons around inside of this sort of bakery combined, sort of like a diner, set up like a diner. So it's like you go inside, there's like a big long bar across, and since it was a bakery, it was sort of like a deli kind of thing where they did like sub sandwiches and that sort of stuff. It was sort of like a lunch stop kind of place. It's just a standalone building out here.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Group of guys. What was it? It almost looks like they probably set up camp there.
Yes, it's very likely either a place that they frequent a lot, or it is just their camp.
I'm not interested in them at all. We'll just go somewhere different. I'm not interested in taking that risk and finding out they're fucking friendly, enemy, or whatever the hell they are. And if they're armed, I'm not risking getting people shot for it. Especially because if they frequent there or if it's their camp, they more than likely already looted it. So I'm not going to deal with that shit.
Fair enough. Okay, so you guys start heading to the next location that Braxton is aware of. So he points out that there is a warehouse that he saw that looked like it had a lot of crates. It was sort of a like a shipment sort of depot for some kind of store. You know, the kind where semi trucks will bring in supplies, drop it off, and sort of do this and that. So it's just a standard depot warehouse. As you approach, go ahead and give me your group perception.
Okay. Let's type all this shit in. The only one that got modifiers are a -1, then a +5, and a +1. That's gonna be it. So I rolled a 1.
Nice.
Then there was a 19. Then a 17.
So
then
your
a
group
16,
still does really well, despite the fact that you're looking around and you can't tell shit from this place.
I'm driving.
Yeah, you're not really able to. Well, you guys are stopped right now, a good distance away, so you guys can sort of scope it out. You're still sitting in the car though. Yes, you have no excuse. Perhaps the sun just hits your eyes weird, and you're just not able to tell shit about this place. But everyone else does, and they sort of are pointing out that it seems like it's in good condition. It doesn't seem like there's been any zombies around, at the very least, that have caused much damage to the area. And it seems like there is a couple semis that are in there right now, because you're the sort of just in the area outside of the actual warehouse. That looked like they were hooked up, so you could, if you were inside the building, then you could, walk out into the actual trailer that the semi was connected to. So it's likely that those two trucks were dropping stuff off at the time of the outbreak, and so if those are untouched, no one scavenged them yet, that could be really good for you guys.
Yeah, I'd say let's go ahead and let's get in there. First, what I would do is I'd put the car somewhere where it's not really noticeable, but we can get to it.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously, turn it off, take the keys, and everything like that.
Sure.
So let's go ahead and investigate, because I don't want to just leave it.
Okay, are you guys just approaching, or sneaking, or what's...
We're sneaking in. I mean, we don't know. It's a big warehouse, you're saying, so I mean, we don't know if there could be people in there still.
Okay, give me a group stealth check.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I have +5. Greg has a +1. Tommy's got a +2. And then Braxton's is flat. Actually, he's got a plus. Tommy's got a +3.
Yeah,
No, it's actually 4. It's +4.
Yeah, because he has proficiency, so he gets +2
It's
for that,
+4.
and his stats
He has
+2.
yeah, so he's got +4. Bet. And he rolled a fucking 1 anyway. I rolled an 11. It's a group 53.
There is a critical failure in there. So the one is what, Greg?
Yeah, but I'm curious if it's calculating it the right way, or if I need to add all this stuff, because it has the +5, +1, and all that stuff. I mean, I guess it's just adding the group score to make the 53, but whatever.
Yeah, so basically what it's doing is it's taking your 11, 15, 1, and 6, adding that together, then it's adding 5, 1, and 4.
Okay.
We'll say that Greg he trips and he's about to fall and make a loud noise, but Braxton with his 16 is able to catch him and sort of help him recover, so that way you guys stay in stealth.
Bet.
And yeah, you guys reach the sort of side entrance where you guys can actually enter the building.
All right, well, let's get in that bitch.
Okay, and yeah, it is locked, but I'm not even gonna have you roll for it. You're easily able to sort of pry the door open.
Cool.
Yeah, so you guys enter in.
Awesome.
Once you go inside, you see that it is almost pitch black in here.
Do we have flashlights? No, we have our phones still. So I said
Yeah.
everybody's gonna keep their
You
phones
do
on them.
still
We're gonna
have
use
charged phones. And Tommy, as a ranger, he naturally has a flashlight as part of his sort of like natural kit on his uniform.
All right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna give Tom my phone. So here, I'll lead with the flashlight. Take this, and just kind of look around. We don't want to spread out. We'll stick close, but let's see what we can find.
Sure.
See if
and
we can
so,
find any kind of power first off, or any like light switch or anything.
right, go ahead and give me a investigation roll at disadvantage, just you.
Okay. Investigation.
Actually, you know what? Take the disadvantage off, because you do have a light.
Okay. Let me take out the disadvantage.
But add a
and-
-1 due to the general area being very dark.
Okay, +2. I got a 20.
Okay, yeah. So you're very quickly able to find an area that would have the lights, and you're able to turn the light on for the entire warehouse.
Okay.
And so as soon as you crank the lights, you hear some noises. It sounds like something moving around.
Okay. We'll kind of sneak over and investigate.
Yeah, sure. I won't have you roll stealth. You're able to just sort of sneak by like some crates and stuff, and you're able to see that there are a couple zombies inside. There's only about 2 or 3. It looks like they were probably employees who got trapped inside the building and ended up somehow dying. You're not entirely sure.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let's just go and take them out.
Okay,
Sneak
yeah.
up on them, take them out. We'll do a group.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a group. Give me a group attack score.
Okay.
So if someone's doing a range attack, use their dex. If they're using a melee, I assume you're all going for melees.
Yeah, we're all going for melees. We don't want to make any noise. Let's see here. Tommy's got a -1 to strength, which cancels out my +1, so it's still at 0. Greg's got a +2, and Braxton's got a +3. So that's +5.
He is a pretty strong guy.
Hey, 8
With an
20,
fun.
5,
Yeah,
and
you
a
guys
6.
are easily. Although you and Greg are a bit lacking, Tommy and Braxton easily clear these 2 zombies out.
Perfect.
With you and Greg teaming up on the 3rd to finish it off.
Perfect.
And yeah, so it seems like the area is pretty safe.
All right, well, let's start looking for supplies.
All right, go ahead and give me a survival check group,
Survival
and that'll
check.
be for your scavenging.
Yeah. Awesome. So I get a +2, and then Tommy gets a +5.
It's a very wise man.
Greg gets a +. Greg gets a nothing. He just gets a 0, and then Braxton gets
I believe it's -1.
-1. Yeah. Awesome. A 5, a 20, a 7, and an 8.
Yeah, so you're looking around and you're just kind of seeing like small things that aren't really that. Of course, you find like a small bit of like some non-perishables, which is good, but not really a whole lot. You find like 2 cans.
Mm-hmm.
Greg's looking around. He finds some like toiletries, like some toilet paper, that kind of stuff, and he's like, I mean, it's good. We can't eat it though.
Yeah.
He's like,
So
well,
it's
we'll,
still worth taking.
he's like, yeah, we'll take it, but you know.
Okay.
Some
What else do we find?
food might be good. Braxton looks around. He finds, kind of similar to, he finds like a small bit of like, he finds a small amount, not anything too big. But Tommy, whenever he gets to the area that he has been designated to search, he ends up finding a giant crate just full of non-perishable foods, like tons of cans. It seems like this was going to some kind of department store or something like that. And he finds a giant wooden crate just full of these just foodstuffs.
Okay. Perfect. Let's go ahead and take all of it.
Right, you guys
There's
load
too
it up.
much there.
There's actually so much. You guys fill up your packs, and there's still more.
Okay, well, let's go out to the car and get back in there, and then just load the car up, and then go take the rest of that stuff.
Right, so you guys go and fill up, and yeah, the entire trunk is, like it's filling up a pretty good amount after you guys unloaded your bags. You guys still have a bit of room left, but you guys have a pretty good amount of food now. Give me a perception, just you.
Okay. 5.
5. Okay, yeah, that passes. The check was a
Wow.
the check was a 3.
Thank God.
Yeah, and so you kind of you hear something like a sort of like a loud like beep noise out in the distance, and as you look, you see what looks like a small some kind of crate and a parachute sort of dropping into the city. Not too far away from you, but you guys would still have to drive over there. It's not walking distance where it appears it will land. You're not sure what the container may hold, but you do see that it is falling.
Okay. Well, if I heard that, I know a shit ton of other people heard that. What I'm gonna recommend we
Yeah.
do is we get just to an area we can get a vantage point of it. Like, are we able to get on top of the warehouse and see it?
Yeah, sure. So we'll say that you guys are on top of the building watching it fall into the distance. It's not too far away. It maybe take you guys like...
We'll be able to see it on the ground, though.
No. There's some buildings blocking where it's hitting on the ground, but you can see the area.
Is it walking distance?
Yeah, potentially, yeah.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am like, how far are we talking?
If you're walking, I'm gonna say 10 minutes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because is it close enough to where Tommy could potentially snipe from that vantage point on anything?
No.
Never mind, we don't even see the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, you can't see exactly where it fell.
I'm gonna say let's get a little closer to it so we can see what it is on the ground, but I don't want to be the one to go up there and loot it because it's definitely gonna be a hot point. Because we already picked the warehouse clean, right?
Yes, you've gathered what you can.
Okay, I'm gonna tell the guys we don't want to get close enough to where we're gonna get spotted, but we want to get to an area we can get a vantage point and see what's going on with that. And if it's something to where it seems like maybe coast is clear, or we just see maybe we're able to get an opportunity to get in there and take whatever's in there, we'll do it. But the top priority is getting out of here with this food and all the supplies that we got, because we got a lot to last a long time now.
Right, so you guys are heading to it in the car or no?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys get relatively close. Where now it's
I want to get to where we can see it, and even if it's just being able to see it with Tommy's scoping through the hunting rifle, that's fine. I don't want to be close enough to it to where we can get like ambushed by people, but like let's say we just go down a street to where we could see, I don't know, something to where we're able to just get eyes on it.
okay, yeah. Give me 1 second.
Then while we're driving there as well, I'm just gonna ask Braxton. I'm gonna be like, have you ever seen this happen in the city before? Or
And he says, I've seen it happen once.
once? Did you ever find out what was inside?
He said, we opted to not go for it.
Makes sense. Like I said, we're not gonna overstay our welcome. It was a plane that dropped something, right?
Yes. Was
it similar to the plane that crashed into the forest?
No, this was a big plane, like an AC-130 kind of plane.
Okay. And it's not potentially in the area where we found Justine, is it?
No, it is not.
Okay, I was gonna say maybe that's just military dropping off to where they had a little outpost. But okay. Okay. If we're within eye view of it, I want to see what we can see going towards it, see if we can notice anything.
Yeah, sure. Give me a perception roll.
It's gonna be Tommy because he's got the gun, but
Sure, yeah, it can be Tommy, and since he's looking through a scope, go ahead and give it a additional +2 on top of what he might already get.
he's getting a +7.
So this should be... Wow, I was about to say, this should be an easy roll for you guys. Yeah, so you see that there's some zombies in the area, but that's kind of all you're able to tell.
Okay, I'm gonna say, you know what? Let me take a look. Now I'm gonna look for it. And I get a 15 perception.
I was still setting stuff up, that's why I didn't reveal what he actually saw.
Oh. Well, either way, I look again.
Okay, yeah, so yours is slightly better. And you do end up spotting the crate. It seems to have fallen into the onto this truck, and then it's sort of like slumped across like the side of it. So like it's like laying up against like where one bottom corner is against the ground, and the other is like up on top of the truck. So it's sort of like laying on it, like crushing the truck.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys are in the south, by the way.
Okay. I'm gonna say, well, I see all these zombies. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a sprinter. And they're pretty much all surrounding this crate that just dropped. We got a few options. We can either wait it out and see if they go away. We can see if somebody else makes a play for it and potentially thins them out and go in for it. Or we can just get out of Dodge with what we got. What do you guys want to do?
And they're kind of they sort of just look to you for leadership in this regard, because they're kind of okay with whatever option, because they're like, the crate could be worth something. As long as it's not too risky, these zombies shouldn't be that big of an issue. There's not too many. You guys are here before. You're all pretty good at fighting by this point. So they seem to be okay with whatever option you decide to prefer.
It's not the zombies that necessarily worry me. I know we can handle that. I'm worried since this thing just dropped while other people are in the area and potentially doing the same thing.
And every once in a while, the crate does still make a beep noise.
Okay, I'm gonna say. The real question is, do you think whatever's in that crate is potentially worth one of our lives, all of our lives, or some of our lives? I don't think it is. We're in a relatively safe area. We have weaponry. Granted, we could always use more, but I don't know if what's in there is worth risking anybody's lives for. Because the zombies aren't the problem. We can handle the zombies.
You know, I'll throw you an extra bone here, because you did get a 15 on your perception.
Okay.
And that was without the +2 from the scope. This is what the crate looks like. You're able to see that through the scope.
Got it. Okay. What I'm going to do then...
Yeah, it's like laying across the hood onto the ground.
I'm going to radio Justine. And I'm going to say, hey, Justine, do you know anything about this? Did they brief you on anything? There's a crate that just dropped in the city that's got some medical, like, logos on it. Looks like they probably containing a lot of medical supplies. It's surrounded by zombies and potentially people, because it just dropped in the city and it's making a noise. You heard anything about this? You have any idea what might be inside or anything like that?
He does not.
Okay. You said we're from the south, so we're down here. Okay. How loud is that beep? Is it just like a beep, or is it fucking loud as shit?
It's pretty loud because you were able to hear it from a good distance.
I thought we just heard the fucking plane flying over, and then we heard it drop.
No, the plane must have been way overhead.
Is it loud enough to where we could, like, a car alarm would be louder than it, or no?
No.
But I wonder, since the car alarm's going to be more frequent, if that would take over in the moments of silence. The zombies would go over. Okay. What I'm going to say, let's go ahead and creep in for a little bit. If things get dicey, we're getting out of here. We'll have the car ready. So yeah, we have the car parked pretty much right where we're at right now. We're gonna
Okay,
start
we'll say it
sneaking
is just off screen.
Yeah.
To the south on the road. And it's facing
Yeah.
away so you guys could quickly hop in and drive out.
Yeah. What we're gonna do, we are going to split into groups of 2. It's gonna be Tommy and Greg, and then me and Braxton. So Tommy and Greg will take the left. Me and Braxton will take the right, so just opposite of how you got it. What we're gonna do is we're gonna sneak up on me and Braxton are gonna sneak up on this, and then they're gonna sneak up on this zombie, and then we're just gonna take him out.
Sure, yeah. Which would you like to happen first?
We'll just go first.
Okay.
Am I doing what is?
Give me group stealth for you and Braxton.
Cool. I have +5. He's got +0, so we'll just do 2 +5. A 2 and a 15. Jesus Christ. Or I guess that would be a 17. Or that'll be a 7 and a 15.
Okay, but technically I'm doing them separately. For like your stealth, his stealth. I'm just having you roll it so that way I can just quickly see all of them. You're not having to sort of clog up the chat with a bunch of rolls because we may forget what a previous roll might have been for something. Yeah, so you are pretty loud and you do alert the zombie.
A 7 and a 20?
Yours is... Yeah,
I have the +5.
7.
And then he's got the 15. He doesn't have anything.
I'll say you alert the zombie right in front of you, but if the 2 of you can kill it before the turn ends,
Okay.
then it will not initiate, because that's borderline.
Okay. So then we'll just do a group of attack where he will, or I'll bash out its knee, then he'll just swing and knock its head off.
Okay, then first give me your attack on the knee.
Okay. +1. An 8.
Yeah, you hit it in the knee, but you don't do too much.
Does it stumble at all, or stagger it at all?
It... kind of, but not really. It, like, staggers a step back, but, like, it does not inflict stagger, no.
Okay. He gets 10, so he just goes to hit it in the head.
We'll say he takes that brief moment where you hit it in the knee, and it takes that step back for him to then basically using his bat, like, kind of tackle it to the ground with the bat sort of like going into its mouth, so that way it's not able to talk, and then he just kind of pushes the bat down to sort of break its jaw off, and it does kill.
Perfect. These 2 we're gonna move over here.
Okay, give me the stealth rolls.
Stealth roll. And then Tommy's stealth is a +4. And then Greg's is a +1. A 15 or a 19 and a 5.
Okay, yeah, they oh, 5. Yeah, 5 does not pass stealth.
Okay.
7 I was gonna allow borderline. A 5, no. So he does alert this zombie, this zombie, and this zombie. Roll initiative for these two.
Let me do one thing. +2 for Greg. 12. And then +1, or +2 for Tommy, and then +1 for Greg. 14 or 15.
Okay, the zombies, I'm going to just roll 1 initiative, and that will be for them as a sort of horde.
Yeah.
Okay, a 10.
Cool. Greg is gonna go to bash this one's head in.
Okay. Give me the roll.
Or yeah, since he's first. He's got a +2. 10.
Injured but not dead.
Cool. Then Tommy will do the same just to finish it off. Stab it in the head with a 11 or with a 12.
Yeah, and he does finish it off.
Cool.
Anything else?
No, they can't do anything else with it. I mean,
Well, they
I
can
guess
move. Because
no, we're wanting the zombies to come to us.
All right, yeah. So this zombie's going to come up and go for a swipe attack. 5. That's an easy dodge for Tommy. This one's going to come up and attack Greg. 2. Easy dodge.
Ooh. Do you want me to just finish up theirs and then we'll go?
Environment turn.
No, I'm talking more. That's true.
So these zombies are going to sort of move up to the crates. And then those two come in from the north. Okay, we'll check back in with your characters now. So you and Braxton. What would you guys like to do? You are still in stealth.
Are going to just sneak up behind these zombies and then just take them out.
Okay, that's as far as you can move, because you're now limited because there is a initiative happening elsewhere.
Okay.
So that's as far as you can go. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so then you and Braxton sneak up. He can make it this far, so slightly further. And I'll say the zombies, they're too distracted with the crate. You don't need to roll stealth.
Okay.
Okay, back to Tommy and Greg.
Greg is going to same thing, just kind of he'll bash this one's knee in so that way Tommy can stab it and kill it. So he will do a +2 for the knee. It's a 6. And then Tommy will roll his. Well, I imagine. Yeah, we'll just do this. Tommy gets a 20. But it's got the -1, so it's a nat 20. Does that mean
Nat 20 means it's a critical.
Okay, cool.
So which one was Tommy attacking? The one in front of
They
him.
were going to attack the same. Sure, they were going to attack the same one just to take it out, but that
Oh,
works too.
okay. Which one would you like to target? Actually, you know, it's a 20. He gets a double kill.
Perfect.
Go ahead and tell me how he does it.
He's got the knife, so what he's going to do, after Greg barely was his 6 gonna do anything?
No, it's a miss.
It's a miss. Okay, so after Greg misses,
Unless the zombie has special effects or a difference in stat, like a couple of them do, the generalized zombie AC is 7.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because since he misses, the zombie looks at him and goes to lunge at Greg, where Tommy goes through and stabs him in the head, and then tosses him to the side to where he sees the other zombie getting ready to charge at him and throws a knife and just hits him in between the eyes, killing him, taking the knife, and they move to regroup.
And yeah, that's how it goes down. And they head over to regroup with you guys while still in stealth.
Perfect. We are going to then... Am I assuming that this building is just kind of like a square or like a rectangle? And like,
Yes.
they can go through this alley and get behind it, and then like go through.
Yeah, this
alley,
right here
get
is an
behind it,
alley.
and come
This
out
is
here.
an alley.
So like, if they got behind this building, they could sneak up behind them. I want to sneak behind the sprinter.
Okay, so you want to take the alley to get around.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah, sure. Give me a stealth roll on whoever's going.
Okay.
Is it everyone or just one or two of you?
It'll be me and Braxton. These two will move up to where we were.
Okay, so you and Braxton are going to go there. They are going to sneak up.
Is it a group roll for me and Braxton?
It'll be individual stealth, but you can put it down as a group just so we can...
I already did mine, which was a 15.
Okay, that's
I'll
fine.
do
Yeah, you
his-
easily sneak by into the alleyway.
His, which is just base, which is a 20. So we
A
both...
critical, yeah, he's so stealthy that you you don't even realize that he's with you. And yeah, you guys loop around the building. While these two, they actually come back around the corner, so that way they're more hidden, since they would just be standing like out here.
I was just gonna say they could go right there because we're gonna perform a double kill hurt. They're gonna go right here, and then we're gonna take out the sprinter.
Well, okay, they can go here into like the edge of this alleyway, but they'll have to make a stealth roll because they'll be getting close to the zombies.
Oh, I thought they were distracted by this to where they could walk up.
Well, they're going to be getting really close. They're going to be getting within 5 meters of the zombie, or within 5 feet.
Oh,
So
okay.
yeah, because that distance is only 5 feet right here.
All right, then I will do a stealth roll for them. Tommy has a +4. His is a 21, is what it comes out to.
Okay.
And then
So he's sort of
Greg's is
hiding
a
like
plus-
in like the edge of the bush.
Greg's is a +1. He gets a 20. A 21 also. 221, but he got a critical. So I
Okay,
don't know
yeah, no,
that
he's,
means
he sneaks over so fucking easy without anything going on. Yeah.
Perfect.
Aren't you glad that you
Then-
used 2 crits right there? On stealth?
I was hoping to throw a bunny. Like, he sneaks up and he just takes him out.
That's crazy. That's
Nope.
you have 3 crits currently in the chat right now without scrolling. That's crazy. I'm ready.
Because I'm gonna get a 1.
Yeah,
Stop.
that's great. That's insane. I bet that'll never happen again. Oh my god, you're so lucky.
All right, we're gonna go and collectively take out this zombie,
Sure.
and then same thing. I'm going to take its legs out, and he's gonna bash its fucking head in. So mine +1, a 14, and then his +3, an 8.
Okay, so you will hit it in the leg, but he will miss.
Okay, but is it on the ground then?
It's not on the ground, but you do knock it back slightly, and it is staggered.
Okay.
So it'll receive a slight debuff on its next attack, but you did do some good damage to it.
Okay. And then it was going to be simultaneously while we're doing that. They're going for these two, so just for time's sake purpose, imagine that. Again, stab it and then beat it with a club. So
Okay, go ahead and
Tommy-
give me a give me a dexterity roll for you and Braxton.
I got a 16.
Okay.
You got a
Also, I
7.
forgot to move these guys during the environment.
Oh, good. I got a 16. He got a 7.
Yeah, so that you both pass. So you guys manage to duck back into the alleyway as a shot rings out.
Okay.
Give me a second, I'm moving pieces. Okay, and this guy shoots and kills this zombie. I can move it far enough where I can actually get the delete. Okay, and they will roll for initiative. Okay, 7, 11, and 11. I believe that puts them
behind all of us.
Yeah, behind all of you guys. And, just behind you guys, but ahead of the zombies.
Okay. They were both going to be attacking this zombie. Does that happen after they just shot or before?
So basically, as soon as you guys stagger that,
at the same time that we do this, it's supposed to.
It happens at the same time as this.
Okay.
But because of that happening, it actually took the sprinter's attention away. Despite the fact you just hit it, it completely ignores that and grabs attention on them. And so you guys are back in stealth.
Okay. We're gonna skip a turn and let the zombies go towards them.
Okay, yeah, and so that happens. You guys pass. And the guy, he already shot this round, so he does not get to shoot again. Because that was his action. This guy will move up and go for a melee attack.
Can I make a note that while this is happening, I'm just gonna say Tommy with the rifle line up a shot on the gunman, and if he causes problems, take him out. Just saying this. That's what I'm telling him to do. Obviously, we're not rolling for it or anything.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, critical. He just he absolutely obliterates this. The sprinter is dead.
Yeah.
Okay, zombies.
Environment's turn.
The zombies, not environment quite yet. The zombies are going to head up to attack these guys, except for this one, because it doesn't give a shit. It doesn't care enough. So that's going to be the middle zombie. 10, that's a miss. 9, that's a miss. 5, that's okay, all the zombies miss. Okay, top of the turn, back to you guys. And remember, so now that you guys no longer have anything splitting, and you guys are all in stealth, they can all act simultaneously. So you don't have to do like you and Braxton first. Everyone is together now.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever wants to take an action.
I'm gonna radio real quick with you. Do we want to just take these guys out, or do we want to wait and see what happens? Actually, here's what we're gonna do. While they're preoccupied, Greg and Tommy, they're gonna go move to take this out and start looting this crate.
Yeah, sure. Give me a roll for their combo attack. You can combine their rolls.
Ooh. I'm just gonna give them +1 because he gets a -1, Tommy.
Yeah.
So we'll just do that, and it'll be 1. There. Should I do 1 roll just together, and then whatever that is, or should I do 2 rolls?
Well, no, because that'd be a debuff. Do 2 rolls.
True. Well, then if that's the case, we'll just do this. I will do.
Or actually, maybe it'd be better. Just have them both roll at advantage.
Have them both roll at advantage.
Yeah, they both get to roll at advantage because they're being supported by each other.
This first one. Well,
Okay, that's
it was
Tommy.
an 11 and a 1, so he got an 11
Okay.
for Tommy.
Yeah,
And-
he manages to knock the guy a good bit with his knife. It doesn't finish him off.
Cool, and then this is Greg, 14.
Yeah.
Or a 12, a 12. My bad.
Yep, zombie's done for.
Cool. And then they're gonna be just looting that up then. And then I'm just saying, grab what you can and then get out of dodge. We're gonna keep eyes on these people.
Okay, they'll have to wait till next turn to do anything with the crate, though.
Okay. And then, since I have the M4, I'm gonna hand the handgun to Braggs, and I'm gonna say, get ready, because we may have to take these guys out, and we'll just get ready for a shot. I'm assuming that these guys don't see us yet.
They do not. Okay, yeah, this guy gets a critical, and he actually goes in for a shot, and he, just starts firing. He just kind of like rapid fires a couple shots and takes out 2 zombies.
Okay.
And then this guy melee kills this zombie.
Okay.
It was the top guy.
Mhm.
And yeah. Then
Cool.
they are going to start heading towards the crate.
Alright.
Okay, back to you guys.
Is that zombie supposed to be there? Oh, okay, there we go. I'm gonna let them know kind of what's going on. Like, you got people coming in and we got zombies pouring in.
Okay, what do you want them to try to do?
Start looting whatever you can. Only one of them has a gun. Me and Braxton are ready to shoot them.
Okay, here, I'm going to show you the crate in a big way again, and you can tell me how you want to try popping this thing open.
What the fuck? Well, you gotta fucking flip these things open to undo the fucking whatchamacallit. They're just gonna open it however the hell they can.
Okay,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
so
not big. It's too big. They can't just carry it away, right?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say it's probably a huge fucking
Well,
crate.
you could try. It's decently big. It's about it's about as big as like an engine bay on a car. So like basically the area from like the front of the car up until like where the front glass starts. So it's about that big. So if they work together, they might be able to carry it.
No, just open it up.
Okay, so they're gonna go for opening it. It is kind of logical. They'll have to go for a strength roll. Whichever one wants to go first, they can.
We'll just have me go first.
Actually, we'll say they go together. You can roll twice and add both of their stuff, add both their strength to it, and we'll take their combined roll. So that should be just 2d20 plus 1, or plus 2 and minus 1.
Exactly what I'm putting in. A fucking 19 collectively.
19?
Or I guess if we add, it would be a 20 total because it would be a plus 1. No, it would be a 19. It would be a 19. It would be a 19.
Yeah, it already did the math for us. Yeah, they managed to pop it open. And inside, like it had a cross on it, they see a bunch of medical supplies.
Okay. Start filling whatever you can.
Okay,
The
and
bag should be empty.
they're going to start grabbing stuff, and that is their turn.
Okay.
Okay, next is these guys who are going to obviously see them and attack.
Okay. Well, the second that they went to attack is the second I'm shooting this guy in the fucking head. So I don't know if I get to interrupt or anything, but.
Okay, so this guy's going to shoot with the 7, and that's going to be a miss, I assume.
Or who's he shooting at?
He is shooting at Greg. That should be a 7 should be a miss on both of them.
It is, yes.
Okay, next is going to be this guy who's going to run down and attack Greg. 15.
So I can't interrupt this because I was planning on if they went to attack him, I was gonna fucking unload on him.
You can interrupt, but you'll have to sort of jump in whenever I finish someone's turn. So like whenever I finish with this guy, you can just be like, I'd like to jump in, or you could say, I'd like to jump in when this guy's done.
I wanted to interrupt whenever that guy shot
Okay.
because we were just gonna fucking just old yeller these motherfuckers when we were gonna do before this dude even got a chance to attack. The second he shot, I was gonna just shoot him in the fucking head with the rifle.
Okay, then we'll say you go for a shot. Give a range attack.
Ooh. 7. Great.
Yeah, 7 misses.
Okay. Then is Braxton able to shoot too or no?
Did you give him a gun at the start before you left the camp?
I had my AR and then I had a handgun. I just handed him one in there is what I said whenever we were in there.
Well, I know
And,
you said that
was-
you had stuff. I couldn't recall if you said you
No,
gave
yeah.
him
I
anything.
handed him I said, be ready to shoot these guys, and I handed him a handgun.
Okay, so you gave him your handgun. Okay, yeah, give me a range
Yeah.
attack for Braxton on the
Gunman.
the gunman.
He says that, so... Ooh. 2, so he fucking missed
Yeah,
that.
you both miss. Okay, so anyway, this guy's going to attack Greg with a 15. I assume that hits. By how much?
For Greg, he's got an armor class of 9, so it does 6.
6. Okay, yeah, so he's going to take 9 damage.
Cool.
Okay, now this guy is going to rush up and also attack Greg. A 10. That hits slightly, does 3 damage. Okay, Environment's turn. Okay, back to top of the turn.
Which is us.
Yes.
Cool. So now
Your
that I'm
group
in
is
the same thing, I am shooting the gunman in the fucking face.
Okay, go for it. Critical
1.
failure. Yeah, your gun jams.
Like, it's not a critical failure. I'm using my reroll.
Oh shit. Okay, he's used his luck.
22.
Yeah, 17 with the 5. Yeah, you pop him right in the head. He falls to the ground.
Cool. Braxton now is gonna shoot that guy.
Yeah, sure. Give me the shot.
A 19.
19. Yeah, that is gonna be a kill.
Cool. Greg is going to bash that dude in the fucking head.
Okay.
A 14.
That will hit, but not kill.
Okay, well. The boy Tommy's getting everything out of that thing. He's taking all of it.
Okay, so he finishes looting.
Yep.
Okay. Next will be the attacker's turn. The bandit. 22. And you said he had a AC of 9?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a hit of 13. Yeah, go ahead and take 21 damage.
21 damage, huh? You don't fuck with Greg.
Well, he's the guy who was out front, so...
I know. I'm just fucking- Okay.
Alright, and that'll be his turn.
I just realized something.
Yeah, what's up?
That was just for me. All of my stats are supposed to have an extra +1, and I haven't been doing that. Whatever, continue. I'll do it from here on out. Because of the exhaustion, I'm still I'm at negative exhaustion.
Your exhaustion would have ran out by the time you guys went for the supply crate. It would have ran out at the place.
Whatever.
So
Cool.
yeah,
No
you
worries.
forgot to do it at the warehouse, and
That's
stuff
fine.
before then. But it's
Either
fine
way,
because you
we're
also forgot to do the negatives in the first session.
Yeah, no,
so,
we're good.
So we'll be we're fine. Yeah, so this zombie's going to creep up on Tommy. And he actually barely makes it. But he rolls a 1 and doesn't do shit. Alright. That was the environment. It was just one more zombie stumbled in.
Okay.
Oh wait, I forgot about this one.
Me and Braxton are gonna swing around on this guy so he sees us and tell him to get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Does he leave?
Give me intimidation at advantage.
At advantage, am I doing for 4 of us being there, or how many?
It's yours because you're the one saying it. Do it at advantage and give yourself an additional, whatever your base is, give yourself an additional +2. The advantage is because of the situation that he finds himself in. The +2 is because of your group.
I did not mean to do that. It's the 18 plus 5 puts me at 23.
Yeah, it works. He says that he'll leave.
Cool. And now that he's doing that, we're gonna beeline it to the car. First thing we're gonna do is take care of that that zombie. Braxton is going to take a because I don't get to attack. I'm assuming that was my turn. Or
Yeah,
was
that was
action?
your turn.
Okay, cool. So then Braxton's gonna take the time. Do you want to move that guy out of the way?
It's not his turn. He can't leave. He can't move yet.
Oh.
Yes,
Is
Whittle.
Braxton able to get a shot on the zombie or no?
We'll say yes. Yes, he can.
Ooh, so he's gonna shoot at the zombie. Got a 9.
Also, whenever they open the crate, the beeping stopped. I forgot to mention that.
Okay.
I assume you could kind of tell because the zombies only one more appeared.
I figured.
Which was from your shooting.
Oh. Well, fuck.
A 9 that does hit does not kill.
Okay. Greg then is going.
Greg kills the man anyway.
To.
He didn't like how the guy stabbed him.
He stabbed him?
Yeah, I mean,
I thought
he did
hit
a
him
fuck
with-
ton of damage.
I don't know. He stabbed him.
Yeah, he had a fire axe and he sliced him up.
Then you know what? Greg is angry. He's going to bash him in the fucking head with a club.
Guy surrenders. You kill him anyway. That's a war crime.
Well, I imagine this is all happening pretty fast. No, I mean,
Yeah.
the way I imagine it is. Actually,
So he goes into attack. Here's how I imagine it. You basically turn the corner with your gun, and basically the guy realizes that you are the gunman who killed his two friends,
Mhm.
and he sees Braxton's also there, so he sees he's way outnumbered now, and you're like, hey, fucking just walk away, man. He goes, okay, I'm out of here, and then as soon as he turns to leave, Greg just jumps him from behind.
oh, I was gonna say just.
That's how I imagine that.
I was thinking of how quick him getting hit and then me turning the corner was.
It would have been like he got hit, maybe like 2 or 3 seconds past. Because you would have shot the guy, he would have gotten attacked the same time that you shot the guy, and then you would have like ran to turn the corner.
Yeah, no, Greg's still hitting him. That's not enough time. So I'm trying to keep it as realistic as well, because realistically, if someone just fucking hit me and stabbed me with something after 2 seconds, I'm swinging. I don't even give a fuck if he says.
Yeah, so the guy starts to turn to
He
run.
basically just hit me and said, "I'm sorry, I'm leaving." No, he's getting fucking hit. So Greg goes to just swing back and try to fucking. I'll say he just swings randomly at, just like kind of just reactively swings to hit him back. Not anywhere specific, but just swings to hit. Because I feel like it'd be kind of bullshit to say, "Oh, well, he said he was leaving, so now Greg just attacks his zombie." Well, you just got fucking stabbed by a dude 2 seconds ago. You're not just gonna let him walk. Well, he missed anyway. Got it. It was a fucking 1.
So because the guy has surrendered and he is not fighting, I actually think it's a lot funnier if he gets stabbed and then he actually isn't going for an attack at all and trips into the guy and actually hits him and does damage to the guy but doesn't kill him, and that causes the guy basically to rejoin the fight and not run away anymore.
Alright.
Okay, Tommy's go.
Tommy just stabs a zombie.
Okay.
In the head. A 3.
No, he
Jesus
doesn't.
Christ.
He doesn't do that, actually. Okay, next
Okay.
will be the bandit. 15? Yeah, he's gonna go ahead and do 8 more damage.
Okay. Then me and Braxton are gonna go. Also, it's Environment's turn if you need to do anything.
Yeah, I was about to do the zombie's turn.
That would do nothing, by the way.
Yeah. This zombie's going to come up and attack the bandit. That's a miss. Tommy. Miss. Tommy. Hit.
Hit
By how
of
much? What's his AC?
4.
Hit of 4?
His AC is 11. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Take 6 damage.
Okay.
Okay, this zombie will hit over, but there's not enough room, so it's not able to get up. And then these zombies are going to continue heading over. Environment. From the previous shots, a couple more zombies up here, but that's it.
Okay. I'm gonna say to this
And
guy.
We're We're not quite done with the environment yet.
Oh, great.
Okay, another person comes down and joins the initiative. With a 4, so they are going to be at the back. Still before the zombies, since they all came from off screen, so they're always going to be initiative 1.
Okay.
So the order will be your group, the bandit, then this person, then the zombies.
Okay. I am going to have Braxton go, and he's just gonna go to hit him in the back of the head with the baseball bat now.
Okay, yeah, sure.
A 3. Jesus fucking
He
Christ.
does not do that, actually.
Okay. I'm going to then just tell this guy I told you to get the fuck out of here and do the same thing for intimidation to get him gone.
Okay, roll at disadvantage, because he surrendered and then was attacked still, so he doesn't believe you anymore.
It was a 19 and a 17.
Still a 17. Yeah, he's willing to surrender again.
Cool. Get the fuck gone. Then, am I able to yell at that chick and say, what are you doing here?
No, because
No, I'm not gonna say what
you just
are you-
used your turn to communicate with this guy. Because these turns are happening
Oh,
like,
that's true.
quickly,
That's
like
true.
in the moment. So you
That's true.
are using your time to talk to this guy. Okay, Greg? Or Tommy, whoever wants to go next.
They're just taking out the zombies in front of them. It'll go Greg. He's just gonna go and just beat that one in the head with the club. He gets
Okay.
a +2. Is it +2 for Greg? Yeah, it is +2. A 10.
Was that... This one got hit earlier, yeah? You got hit on last
Yes.
round? Okay, it is
Mhm.
dead. I thought it was, but I wasn't sure. Okay, Tommy?
Now, I'm going to ask a question. And I
Sure.
want you to say if it's possible.
No, it is not.
These zombies are conveniently lined up.
They
Greg
indeed are.
happens to have a hunting rifle.
He does have a hunting rifle.
Can Greg dash right here, shoot it in the head, and potentially get a collat?
Or what? You want him to shoot these 3? Or
Yeah,
you want him
collect
to
the
go
zombies.
for this line?
These ones, they're all stacked up right here in a line.
Yes, sure. I will say if you want to use your... Because remember, you do get 1 special attack per encounter. And that can apply to anyone in your party. So if you want to use your 1 special attack, I will say you can go for a giant collateral shot.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll say
I don't
you-
get any advantage or anything, right?
You will receive... For it being a special attack, you'll get a +5 on top of it. Or you'll get a +3 on top of your normal bonuses. Since it is
Okay.
your one-time... Actually, yeah, we'll give it a +3. Since it is your special attack. So it gets a special effect plus a +3. But it can only be used by... It can only be used a single time.
It's one person for the group.
No, not one per
One for
person.
the whole
One per the
No,
group.
one for the group is what I meant to say, yeah.
Yeah, one
Okay,
per the
cool.
group.
That
per
gives him a
fight.
+5. So we're going to go for it. A 12.
A 12, yeah, he pierces through and kills this one, and then does some heavy damage to this one, and does light damage to this one.
Okay, I'm fine with that. All right,
Okay.
that was the group.
Next is the bandit, who can no longer escape because Braxton has boxed him in. So
Oh, no, he can run through them, no?
No.
Okay.
So he's going to attack the zombie that's right here and do damage. Yeah, that's his move. Well, actually, he's gonna bonus action push the zombie back.
Okay.
So he's going to roll strength on that. 7, which barely passes. And then he's going to run to here. He's going to take an opportunity attack from the zombie, which is a critical, which is going to...
Kill him.
It's not going to kill him, but it's going to do pretty heavy damage to him. because he was already kind of hurt. So he is very close to death. But then he will run away with his remaining speed, like remaining movement.
Okay. Awesome.
All right, next will be this woman.
Oh yeah, she's a thing.
She is indeed a thing. Give me one moment. $13. Okay, yeah, she's going to use a throwing knife and take out that zombie.
Okay.
Okay, zombies
Braxton.
move.
Oh yeah, that's right. Zombies, they gotta go too.
The zombies do get a turn, Shawn.
It's because I'm thinking about what I'm gonna do. That doesn't hit, by the way.
Yes, I
It's
know.
going for Tommy.
Okay, going for Tommy again. Definitely does not hit, and actually trips and falls on itself.
He was heavily damaged.
That was the lightly damaged one.
Where's the heavy damage one? That one went to Greg.
The heavy damage one, she killed. She finished it off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
All right, there is the current setup. So top of the turn. There is no environmental.
Ooh. Braxton's gonna go down to help Greg with this. I'm gonna move over towards this lady, and I'm gonna say, "Are you with a group or are you by yourself?"
Okay, so you just fucking shove Braxton out of the way.
No, Braxton. We're in unison. We're together. He's moving forward to go help. I'm not shoving him.
Exaggeration. Obviously an exaggeration. Okay, so you get over to her, and what do you say?
I'm like, "Are you rolling by yourself, or do you have a group that you're with? What are you doing over here?"
She says that she's by herself. She was just going to check out this crate thing, since she dodged the last one since it was on the other side of town.
You're a little late to the party. I appreciate the help. You can come with us, and we'll kind of get you out of here because things aren't looking great.
Yeah, she
Well,
said
we
that she
fucked
can
it
kind of
up.
see that it's already taken.
I said, just roll with us, and we can show you what we had from it.
Yeah, she said that, yeah, the zombies are definitely priority right now.
Cool. Then I imagine, is that my whole turn right there talking to her, probably? Because I'm just going to move down to go help Tommy if I can.
Well, you'd have to climb up onto the truck, because there's no space over here.
Oh, well, then I'll just go down here to... I guess I'll go down with them. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. They're going to roll attacks. We're
Okay.
over here. Fuck it. That's our turn. Tommy... Or no, we'll go. Greg is going to attack that one. Braxton moved down. Braxton will attack first to take that thing out with his bat. He gets a +3. He's just going to bash it in the fucking head. It's a 14 on this.
And that's a kill.
Cool. Now Greg is going to go run over to go help Tommy, and he is going to bash that thing in the head with his
Okay.
club.
Give him a +2
Yep.
because it is staggered.
Awesome. So get a +2 on top, you said, so +4.
Yes.
Got it. It's a 10.
It was already lightly damaged. That's a kill.
Okay. Tommy is going to stab that one in the head.
Yeah, of course he will. Unless he doesn't.
And it's a
Yeah,
2.
no, he didn't.
I think it's a 1. Not a critical fail, though.
Yeah, it has to roll the 1 for it to be critical fail.
Luckily.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, this guy, he gets the hell out of there. Zombies move. Okay. Attacking Braxton.
Is it? No, it's not the zombies move. It's the girls move.
You're right, as I was. The zombie will still keep the 5, though.
That's fine.
I'm sure that's fine for you.
It's really fine for me.
Yeah, now you're probably happy that it went in that order, because then he would have got hit with the 16.
Let's go.
So, yeah, she whips out another throwing knife and takes out the zombie that is currently tangled up with Tommy. Okay. Then the zombie will come up and attack Braxton with a 5 and miss. This zombie will come up and attack Tommy. That's 12.
On Tommy, he's got an armor class of 11, so it does a 1.
Okay. So they'll take 3 damage.
Ooh. All right.
Okay, again, this is on Tommy.
Ooh.
That's a miss. And that's the move, top of the turn.
All right. Do we have space now to go run and help out these fuck? You know, I'll go down here with Braxton to take care of this zombie.
Sure.
So we will do a group attack to where I am going to, again, bash its fucking leg out, and then he'll go for the kill.
Sure, yeah.
So mine is a 16, and then...
Yeah, it's dead regardless.
Okay, cool. Am I still using Braxton's turn there, or did I just kill it whenever I did that?
You killed it when you did, so we'll say that Braxton did not use a turn.
Cool. Then he's gonna go run help out here, and he will bash that one in the head with his bat.
Sure, yeah.
He gets a 6.
He does not do that, actually.
Yeah, no, he doesn't. All right. Greg's gonna go fucking Tarzan mode, and he's just gonna hit that zombie right in front of him in the fucking head with it and try to bash his shit in. 13.
And yeah, that happens.
Yes. Now, Tommy is going to just stab that zombie in the face, hopefully this
Will
time.
he? He does.
Sure will.
He does do that.
All right.
Okay, and then she's going to climb up on the truck, which technically gives her high ground, but it doesn't help with her next throwing knife.
She throws it right into the back of Tommy's head. No, I'm kidding.
If she would have got a 1, then maybe. But she did not. So again, attack on Tommy. 16. You said he had an 11?
Yeah, so it's 5.
Okay, go ahead and take 10 damage.
Okay.
Okay, top of the turn.
We'll just have Tommy respond in kind and just stab it in the face.
And yeah, he did that. Okay, the encounter is over.
Ooh.
So we'll say that you
Now
guys
what I'm
kind of
doing-
just
Yeah.
reorganize and regroup.
Alright. So I'm just gonna talk this guy around, like, you survived in the city on your own for 2 weeks?
She said that she wasn't alone the whole time, but the past couple days, yeah.
Is it safe to assume that the
Also,
zombies got
here
together?
is the bull token if you were curious. That
No,
way
yeah,
you
I was
know
able to see.
who you're talking to.
Hmm.
Obviously, you know who you're talking about, so that way you can actually get a good image.
Yeah. And be like, is it safe to assume that the zombies got to him, or was there infighting? What happened?
She said it was a group of bandits. She actually followed them. The guys who, the one that you shot the gunman was actually the one who took out most of their group after they were robbing them.
Oh. Well, I'm glad to know you didn't share any sentiment for him, because, yeah, they got their shit blown off. Like, so it's just you don't have to get, like, an area that you've been staying, you're just kind of wandering around.
She says she's just been kind of roaming the city, different, resting place every night.
Okay, well, you definitely helped us out. We got a spot set up down in, it's Toa, right? Tona? Oh, it's Iona.
Yeah, Iona.
Iona. I'm gonna say, we got a spot over at Iona National Park. Tommy over here is park ranger over there. I don't think anybody here has
Nice
any
ping.
objections to, hey, gotta let them know. So I don't think anybody has any objections if you want to come with us, being on how you helped us out, taking care of that horde that was there. Do any of you guys disagree?
Everyone seems to be completely fine.
So if you want to tag along, we got a car right here. We're heading back right now with everything that we got from the crate and what we scavenged in the city.
And yeah, she agrees. And you all begin heading out.
All right.
Alright, and back at the map, you guys begin driving out. And you guys decide to take a different route just in case there may be, a bit of scavenging opportunity to get up there,
No,
since there's multiple routes into the ranger shack around. Because that's this
Mhm.
whole area right here is the park.
Mhm.
So you guys are just coming, instead of going in from the south like you did last time, you're coming in from the east. Whenever you guys spot something a bit different, on the side of the road you see a police car stopped with people around it, and it looks like they are living. They're not zombies, and it looks like they have the hood up, and it looks like something has happened with their car. Do you do anything?
Yeah,
You,
we'll head
you
over.
can
We'll
see
offer
them.
him a hand.
You can see them up ahead on the road, so you're not upon them yet. So you have enough choice. You have enough time where you could easily stop, turn around to avoid them, or take a different route.
Oh yeah, we'll head over.
Okay, yeah. So you go and check it out, and you see 3 people next to a police car marked 14,
All right.
and that will be where we end the session.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh, god damn it. Before we end the session, can I get the name of the chick and her stats since she agreed to join us?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
Give me 1 second. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Her name is Maya Hyde. So Maya, Hyde, Hyd.
I figured it wasn't just hide as in hide and seek.
Yeah, and so her stats are as follows: 16 strength,
Yep.
14 dex.
Would it get so higher how she was slinging them fucking knives? Jesus.
Now she only had a +2 during those.
Fair. Okay, Constitution.
Okay, her Constitution is a 13.
Cool.
A Intelligence of 9.
Cool.
A Wisdom of 9.
Cool.
And a Charisma of 8.
Awesome. And then just so I can cheat, I'm assuming she just has like throwing knives on her, is what it is.
She has a small bundle of throwing knives. I'm not going to give specifics. Small bundle of throwing knives. She does have a large machete.
Okay.
And she does have a plate carrier for armor. But it's a light one, so that gives her 1 extra AC. If you want to note that. So whenever you just put her AC, if you want to just put 1 above whatever her Constitution is.
Cool. So her Constitution. Does she have any proficiencies?
Hold on, just give me a second, because I don't have her on the
You're good.
document right now.
That's fine.
So she has a proficiency in what was it? Hers is in perception.
And you're sure it was her that has the proficiency in perception because Braxton has the same proficiency?
Yeah, hold on, that might be.
I just want to make sure you're not looking at a different one. Or you're not looking at Braxton and using that as the same one.
Yes, you are right. Hers is in investigation.
Investigation. Okay. Cool. So her armor class. See something. Okay. So let's
Also, if you could give me a quick health update on everyone.
So
I believe Greg and Tommy were the only ones who
81,
got hurt.
Greg 59, everyone else is at 100.
Okay, Greg is 59, and
Yes.
Tommy was what?
81.
81. And everyone else is perfect. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So the session is over, but there will be an after party.
Hey. Actually,
Shadows creeping through the night, silence whispers.